Well, we're right in the heart of the Kimberley here. That's a serious expanse of trees. It's about 15 kilometers across. It's just so important that we stay in the flow of the river. As long as we've got that, we're about to keep moving, but there's so much trees out there. I wouldn't want to have to bloody try and walk through them without the aid of the river, but it might come to that yet. Chris is making his way up the rocky knob. Looks like an old wizard with a staff. Coming up here certainly helps to give you an appreciation of the scale of what we're doing here. It's a lot nicer in the water, in the trees. You know, it's just rocky and spinifex out here, and it's just so much cooler on the water and amongst the trees during the day. I suggest we get down and get on with it, eh? I just spotted this piece of driftwood high above me in the trees. That's a good 10 meters above my head. I suspect that's about the height of the flow in the wet season. This February was a record wet, and that is well up above my head. One of the locals. As we saw this morning from the top of that hill, you know, the river's become very braided. There's about 15 miles across all this woodland now, and multiple channels. So more than ever now, it's vital to follow the flow of the water. So Chris and I have got separated. I was leading back here, and I followed the main flow into some trees. Chris was behind me, decided to go in another direction for some reason on a very small flow. I was sticking to the main flow of the river, and he didn't come after me. I've just climbed over the hill. I've walked all around this bloody, where this river sort of splits and then joins up again. I've just walked and run all the way around trying to find him, shouting out I can't find him. So I'm heading back up to where I left my boat, just up here, and I'm going to continue alone. That might be the last I see of him, I suspect. Luckily we've both got our own food and water supply, although Chris has the filter, so I'll be drinking straight out of the river, which is not so bad. I can probably make up a filter, put it through some of the sand. And only other thing, Chris has all the maps. I've got my GPS, which is out of my car. Luckily it does have a fairly good representation of the river on it, so that will help me to continue on. This is a junction where the two sort of arms of the river meet up again. I'm coming out from the left here, where the main flow is. Chris, further upstream, decided to take the right side, which is not very much, hasn't got much flow, and is about 1 kilometre from here up to the initial split where I last saw him. And I've walked around this whole island in the river and haven't seen him. I've shouted out for him. I've gone back and retrieved my boat, and I'm just going to continue and stay with the main flow, which was always the plan. And maybe I'll see Chris again, maybe I won't. There he is again. That was a good move back there, mate. What was that all about?
The main channel. I followed it all the way through.
No, you took a bloody rivulet. I was in the main flow, went off to the right. You decided to go on your own behind me, off to the left.
True. I should have followed you. You're right.
No,
but
it's not a good move to split off unless we make a collective decision. It's probably better to stay together because out here it's so braided.
Yeah.
And I honestly thought that was the last I'd seen of you.
No, I knew you were to my right, and I was airing to the right all the time, and it's flowing all the way.
Yeah, I know it was flying, but it was much less.
I agree.
And I crossed over the island. I called out. I circled all the way back around the island, doubled back, got my boat. I did a full lap of that island. Couldn't find you anywhere. You'd obviously gone on. I thought that's it.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah, I'm just down there.
Okay, so we're back together.
Yes, let's stick together.
Let's try and make this work together.
Yeah, yeah.
If we're going to do our own thing, we do our own thing.
Look, we worked it in half an hour. We worked it out, like we always do.
Yeah, still.
Yeah, but I agree. I should have followed you because you were ahead. Even if it turns out to be a bad track, I agree.
Yeah. So the dynamic duo are reunited, and we can continue to scold one another over a cup of tea. or play frisbee. Chris is back in the bloody quicksand. You need a hand, mate?
Should be okay.
Should be alright. Come on then. Well done. That's a problem when you're 110 kilos. Life's like this river, isn't it? Twists and turns. Never knowing where it's going to take you next. Not really caring. It's getting pretty dense up ahead, isn't it? Don't know, mate. There's no way we could have even seen this river from the air. It's just so covered in, isn't it? Check out the bats. They're sort of cute, but not really. Very smelly. Don't normally get to see them flying during the day, but since we've disturbed them, they're all out and scurrying around. They really stink. The reason they stink is because they hang upside down in the tree and piss on themselves, and that helps them to stay cool. I tried pissing in my boat a fair bit this last few days and ended up with a nasty groin rash, so I don't know how they get on. Beef. Yum. Letting Chris clear the path through the leaf litter. Let him find all the sharp sticks, then I'll come through and safety. Just had another puncture after lunch on day 4. Not surprising really. Look at what's up ahead. This is the best way's worst nightmare. The flow for here just keeps getting stronger and stronger. This is the first day that I've been able to just let the boat go ahead, and it's sort of making its way down quite nicely, almost faster than what I can walk. Occasional log jam sort of hindering us a bit. Having a slight ball problem. Me get up ahead? Well, I don't want to do that. This guy is not happy. Get out of here! Get out!
Worse. The station tracks here are out hereabouts. You can pick up if you have to. Spoke to Fossil Downs this afternoon, no appears to hear from us. Just checking in. So if it goes wrong, we can.
This is the second repair of the day. It's quite a big one. Let's hope it stays together. This is patching this thing is starting to get a bit boring. Since our lunchtime punch repair,
Yeah.
The boat's just gradually got softer and softer.
Yeah.
And as I push on into the afternoon, I daren't risk getting in it, so I'm just going to have to keep wading through these pools, which are getting deeper and deeper. I can't risk getting in the boat. Just hope I don't stand on a crocodile. Picked up a little hitchhiker. Come on, go back to your home. All right, well, you're coming with me then. I'm probably going to sink, hope you realise.
There's a pool ahead.
Why are you on your hands and knees?
Because it's quicksand and I can't walk with sand up to my hips.
It's pretty grim, isn't it? Today's been a bloody bit of a nightmare.
You know that quicksand means...
How many kilometres have you been on your hands and knees now? 3, 4?
No, about 3 metres, Jeff.
Oh.
It's all just spoiling the fantasy. But that's enough every 15 minutes or so. Boy.
Having to crawl on your hands and knees on this trip wasn't what we had planned, is it?
No, I didn't.
Quite quickly going flat on me.
Oh, is it really still?
Yeah, so we're going to have to paddle quickly across this pool before I sink. It's getting late on day 4. Probably stop for camp within the next hour. It's a beautiful time of day for paddling though. The boat has had a hard day. It's been a lot of logs, a couple of punctures along the way to repair, and right now it's leaking, so it's getting soggier and soggier. You can still paddle it, still floats, so try and do some more repairs on it tonight. Try and get it through the 5th day. Should be down into Geeky Gorge tomorrow, hopefully, and hopefully the river will open up into some bigger pools after all the creek action and all the log jams and everything today. It's been quite a hard one, so some nice long pulls tomorrow would be perfect. That's the end of day 4. Stopped at a very large log jam. Just couldn't face another portage, so camping here for the night. The river continues to be challenging. My boat continues to deflate.